Hi, my name is Shervin Shares, where we share products, performance. Hi, my name is Shervin Shares, where we share products, services, and experiences that help you achieve your peak performance. Today, I'm doing the 90-day review of the Whoop Strap 3.0, which I got and I've had it, and I decided not to return it. And I'm gonna show you why, what I love about it, what I don't love about it, and everything else in between with an app walkthrough. If you are interested in buying one, I do have a link in the description. Please use that link to get $30 off. You get your first month for free, and also help support me in getting an extra month off my Whoop Strap so I can continue making videos like this. So support my channel, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe, and let's get into the review. The number one reason that I kept the Whoop Strap right here, I have the white one. They're all the same thing, but I have a white strap, so you can buy different bands. I have the black band as well. This is the white one. I decided to keep it because it really motivates me and pushes me to do more cardiovascular workouts. I love weightlifting, I love strength building, but I really don't like doing cardiovascular, like going on a spin bike, running, anything that gets your heart rate up, jumping jacks. Like, it's just not my jam. But the Whoop Strap, because it's showing me that data every single day, I don't know why, it's just human nature. I want to get high numbers. I have to do more strenuous cardiovascular workouts to get a higher number. And I do have the white strap. It's gotten a little dirty. I don't know if you can see that right there, but it's started to kind of get black right along the bands. And I shower with it. I wear it all the time. I never really take it off. And the charging system that's on it, which I love, this is probably the best charging system in the world I've ever seen, hands down, is it slides right on. I've had some issues where like this battery dies pretty fast, so I have to charge this a lot, but that whole concept and never having to take it off, and the sleek profile and the sleek design, like look at the thickness where it pops out of my wrist. It doesn't bother me when I'm sleeping with it, whereas I've worn this to bed and I've used some Apple Watch sleep tracking apps and I just didn't like wearing it. I think because it's like one big bulge, whereas this is like one uniform build all the way around, and it's rather tight. And the way you take it off, this is probably the hardest part. When you buy one of these, to open it, you hook your hand underneath where it says Whoop, and you just, let me see if I can do this, pull it off, boom, and it comes off right there, see? And I also tried shaving the part of my arm where I wear it, just to see if it would improve the data, and we'll get into the data a little bit later. But I've noticed the numbers are a little bit off on my body. It might be different. I think it depends on your skin tone color. Supposedly when it's on your forearm, it gets better and more accurate data. And if it's on your bicep as well, I've heard in the forums and the Whoop Facebook group. So that's one of the things I don't like about it, is that it's not super accurate. And so what I did a couple tests with this on the Peloton. The OH1 Plus Polar will go to the Peloton. I'll have the live feed from my phone on the Whoop app, and then I'll have my Apple Watch. And for some reason, here are the screenshots. Here's one instance. It's like almost off by 20 heartbeats per minute in the heart rate. And then here's another time, same exact thing, it's still off, and the times are relatively close. So I'm not sure why the Polar OH1 on this bicep and my Apple Watch on my wrist are pretty accurate. And I've heard that the OH1 Plus and the Apple Watch are very similar to the Polar chest strap, or close enough. Like, it might be delayed, but they're close enough. Whereas the Whoop Strap, I haven't been able to get good data. And that's kind of probably one of the biggest downsides. Whoop, I think the most powerful piece is that it's like an all-encompassing fitness tracker. It does your fitness workouts, like live activity. It does your sleep, your recovery, your sleep stages, your heart rate variability in your deep sleep stage. And then it tries to give you data each day, and it customizes the recommendations for you for that day. Whereas like an Apple Watch, I have one setting and it's 900 calories every day. Whereas the Whoop Strap will give me different strain for each day, and the strain is dependent on my recovery from the previous day, which is calculated using the strain from the previous days as well as my sleep and recovery for that night. And the strain coach is logarithmic, so the more you work out, like the harder it gets to increase your strain. They do a great job of just making this like feel like a cool product. I think this is huge in the CrossFit world. And I just wish that the charger was USB-C. I don't know why they're using micro USB on this little charging base that's on there. Come on, USB-C please. USB-A to micro USB. It's a nice cable. I just learned that there's magnets on it and you can clip it, and then this becomes the cable. But there's the cable. It's super small, compact. It's a half USB-A, and then it opens up. You see the magnets. It's super small, and then you can clip it together, and it's easy to carry and move around, which I like. All right, the Whoop app. So here it is, the Whoop app. Every time it connects to the server when I open the app. So if you are not connected to Wi-Fi or cellular data, it won't show your data, which is kind of frustrating. It doesn't cache that data for the day. You can see all the things I've done for today. My recovery, 48%. because my HRV was a little low, recovery 48, and you tap this normal recovery card and it shows me my heart rate variability was a little lower than usual, resting heart rate higher than usual, and I slept slightly under what was needed for that night compared to the last 30 days. Day strain, I can go ahead and see my max heart rate was higher than normal, average heart rate higher than normal, calories burned higher than normal, and I had 4 activities. And then swipe all the way to the right, I can see how much sleep I need how much I needed and how much I got. And I can go and see my disturbances, my latency. So what's interesting about this app is it's very sliding based, right? You slide right to see those different circles that all come, and you can see that data right here. I tap this down arrow on the top left and it shows my strain coach. I had a higher strain that it wants me to achieve. It would show that for the day, so that's where that motivational factor comes in. It's got this journal entries where you can go ahead and see what did I do for that night, and you can go ahead and edit. It's got a whole bunch of different options, and then it'll give you on your monthly and weekly review based on those journal entries whether they impact positively or negatively your recovery and your performance for the day. And you can go ahead and tap each activity. So skateboarding, I can go tap. I don't know how my heart rate got that high. I feel like it's inaccurate. This is me on my one wheel for an hour. And then I can go into my ice bath. I can see weightlifting. I can see my heart rate up and down, average heart rate. And then I can see it asks for user input. Cycling, I did a Peloton this morning. A powerful piece is I can add activities after the fact. So I can go ahead, tap this plus sign, pick my activity, and choose the start and end time, and it will have already recorded my heart rate. So I think they changed their algorithm a little bit where they're like almost always recording your heart rate every like 100 times a second is what it used to be, but I think it's a little different now. And even with that, I can go ahead and add my activities and it'll give me my strain for that activity. So like with the Apple Watch, I like that I can start it on my watch, no phone needed. For my Whoop, since I don't like to have my phone when I'm working out, I'll typically add it after the fact, because if I start it and then I go into the workout space without my phone, I could go and edit it after the fact. Like I can go to weightlifting, tap edit, and I can edit the times and the type of activity after the fact, which you can't do on the Apple Watch, but I just don't do that. And the why is it's harder to start an activity than it is to add an activity. So add is right here, right? You've got the plus sign with the dude doing a jumping jack. Whereas starting an activity requires me to tap the menu bar in the top left, go to strain coach, and then pick my activity, and then tap the activity to pick an activity, which it'll just automatically set my last activity. And then I can turn the strain coach on and off. If I had strain for the day, which I completed it all, it'll show that amount and it auto sets, and then I can drag and change it if that's what I feel like. And you can see all the different text that it gives you for the different strain. No one in history has reached a 21. This requires a sustained maximum heart rate for 24 hours. Good luck. So it's logarithmic. And then I can go through and see all the days. Like yesterday I had great recovery, less workouts. Before that, not so much. The biggest thing I love about this is the heart rate camera. So if I tap the camera on the top right, boom, you can see me. You can see my heart rate right now, 76. I can flip the camera and you can see the camera. I can flip back, I can hide and show the calorie counts, my day strain for the day. I can do different colors, black and white, regular. I can do an overview set of view. I can do a strain that just shows on the top. I can do recovery and sleep. So this is really cool because I can do like a photo. So that feature I love because it creates this social and sharing experience. I can put it on Instagram and people are always like, what is that? That's so cool. I love this feature just because of the social sharing feature. Even though the heart rate might be off, like it's still cool to show this. And it's smart on their part because you can see the Whoop logo on the top right and people will ask what it is. I'll tag them. They have this hashtag Whoop Live. So that's huge. The downside is, let's say I start the video, so now it's recording a video, blah, 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 blah. Let's say you're working out. Sometimes the app will crash, you lose the video. If I hit stop, it's playing. Then I can hear it and watch it, then I have to hit the check mark. It'll render the video, which takes some time, and then it asks me what I want to do with the video. So I can save the video, I can send it to a friend, but I have to hit save here. So sometimes if this phone turns off and the app resets on iPhone, I lose that video. So just being mindful of that to really save your videos right away. Don't make them too long because the rendering can sometimes crash. I had it crash after like 8 minutes and I was like, I lost all that. So I wish it auto saved. The user experience. This I don't love so much. It's kind of funky in that it's a very swipey type of experience, swiping and tapping both. And there's just so many things you can do that it's a bit confusing. So there's the left to right swipe, right? I can swipe to the left, I get to the home page. And what's really weird if I go all time, right? My skateboarding has had the highest strain than any other activity, and my heart rate does not get high during riding a one wheel, which does not make sense. One wheel, I'm on it, and I'm just balancing, so that makes no sense at all. It tells me my medium HRV and resting heart rate, green recovery streak, the sleep, lowest recovery hours of sleep, and then the last 30 days, how my strain has been in all these activities. So I just don't think the heart rate is that accurate, especially when I'm moving. Recovery, I swipe twice, and then I tap recovery to be able to see that information. If I swipe back and then swipe forward, it's all gone again. And then you can also swipe down on these fields to see the data over time. It's got recovery, I can tap the screen to see the actual numbers, HRV, resting heart rate, tap to make the numbers go away. And what's interesting is, let's say HRV, you can see 45 yesterday, 29 today. Let's compare that to the Oura ring data. I'll go to my readiness. I'll tap heart rate variability. 36 yesterday, 29 today. Whereas this was 45, 29. So kind of close in terms of trends, but the numbers are still way off. And these are averages for the Oura. The Oura ring app I like because it's just easier. I know my menu options at the bottom, like most normal apps, and then you get one tap into the details of each one. There's not this funky user experience of sliding through different scenarios, right? From this home screen right here, I can slide left, I can slide down and see my recovery versus activity strain, and then I can slide right to see the details for each one, and then within each one I can tap, and then I can swipe back up, and then swipe left. So it's got like almost like a 4-block type of, and then it's also got the menu option on the left, and you've got even more stuff in the menu. So there's just so many different ways to do things, and I think it's a bit annoying. I think they can work on the user experience. Sleep coach, this is where it'll tell you what time to go to bed, depending on how much rest you need, depending on how much activity you did, and depending on how well you want to do tomorrow. So do you want to peak, perform, or just get by? Weekly gives you your weekly assessment, right? It does. For my sleep, it tells me, was I in the optimal training state? Was I in the optimal sleeping? And then my heart rate variability, how I compare to everyone else, right? I have a lower HRV than most people, and then there's the monthly one, which turns out to be a PDF, and it'll open up on Amazon AWS, and I get a whole bunch of data here. There's a late meal. If I take prescription medication or if I eat caffeine, my recovery will be higher. That makes no fucking sense. I'm sorry. I do love the journaling piece of it. So every time I wake up, it'll ask me, did you do this? And you swipe left and right and tap yes, tap no. You can even put specific data points into each one, like at what time did you take your caffeine? How much caffeine did you take? I just do yes or no because it takes so much time. And then they have teams. So the social feature is super powerful. I'm a part of like 5 teams. I can compare them monthly. I can go ahead and see our recovery, the amount of sleep we got. And there's just a lot of teams. The one downside is there's no friends, right? On Apple Watch, you have friends. There's no real concept of teams. So I wish they had like a friends feature, because I just want friends maybe, and I just don't want teams. The teams can get rather large. Some of these teams have like, what, 283 people, right? Look at that entire list. I don't know who these people are. It's cool to see the list and to compete, but I want a smaller, tight-knit group as well. It's got this HR broadcast feature where I can go ahead and turn it on, and it'll broadcast the heart rate through the Whoop. I tried to use this on the Peloton. I couldn't get it to connect. It would not find this device. I think because it's using Bluetooth LE, and maybe that Peloton is an older model which doesn't support it. I tried to use it in the BioStrap app, which is a competitor, and it's able to see it, but it doesn't pull the data. So that is my review of the Whoop Strap 3.0, right? The app user experience is good. It's not great. The social features are absolutely amazing. The customization and invitation and the thing that it pushes me to do more cardiovascular, absolutely love. So if, like, for those reasons you want to get the Whoop Strap, I would recommend it, right? Accuracy is still probably not perfect. It might be better for you on your skin color, on your skin type. And depending on where you wear it, so it might be a little different for you, so just keep that in mind. I hope you enjoyed this review. Use my link below if you're planning to purchase one, get $30 off. Thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, leave in the comments what other products do you want to see, what am I missing, what did I forget about in the video. Thanks again for watching. Shervin Shares. Peace. We out here.